What's going on, you guys? Tucker here, bringing you a brand new video. Today we're going to be showcasing this junk, kind of like big boys hybrid that RMR, Woody, and I have put together. This, of course, has the Annihilus package as well as Goose and Cosmo in order to kind of offset all this Hela shenanigans that's going on right now, as well as outputting a lot of big power with your Sentry, your Coal Obsidian, your Scar, and your Atuma. It's like a nice little hybrid, a lot of like the big boy kind of Scar deck with just the Annihilus package. And of course, you wrap things up with some Alioth, which allows you to kind of, cancel out this Hela, locking them out of a Cosmo and a Goose lane to be able to just Alioth on the other lane. It's been really, really beneficial, and this deck has kind of been popping off for us. But yeah, that is the general synopsis of this. Let's go straight into why we have certain cards in this list. First, I want to mention this is the original list that YoWoodyMJ had put out, that we have tweaked a little bit. So this is the original list, and then the list that we're actually going to be playing is called Big Wood. RMR coined the name for us, but it's similar, but you've taken out Maximus, you've taken out Omega Red, and Spicy. The late turn 6 plays to offset a Hela, be able to just kind of lock a people out of their lanes. You're going for priority with turn 5. This deck has been really, really fun. But let's go ahead and break down each card individually. So of course, we're going to start off with Hood. Hood is very beneficial because you're going to see it normally in like a typical Annihilus package. Another great thing about using Hood in this list, it gives you a 1-drop to be able to play Cull on. So Culls, of course, you can only play on 1-drops. Hood is a 1-drop. You can play it on there, and it's another card for Annihilus to send over. And of course, if it is like a turn 6 play, let's say you don't have priority or you don't have Alioth in hand, you can, of course, play the Demon with Annihilus on 6 to give you an additional 12 power. Potentially, if there is still the Void and the Demon on the board, that is an additional 25 power because you're sending over the Void or removing it from your lane, or you're sending over the Hood as well. Next, we have Zero. Zero is a great card in this list because it allows you to be, of course, another 1-drop for Coal Obsidian. Allows you to remove the ability for Atuma because Atuma can only be by himself. If he is not by himself, he just gets destroyed, so Zero helps offset that ability. It also is good for Sentry. Let's say you don't have Annihilus in hand on turn 5, and you're kind of worried about maybe having priority for turn 6, and that's the way the tempo of the game is going. Zero will make it so another Void does not appear. So Zero is really good in that sense of just removing abilities from cards, allowing you to play some of these big powered cards as well. We have Zabu in here. Zabu is another engine that will allow you to be able to sneak your little 4-drops into the Goose lane, which will also, your opponent can't really Shang-Chi unless they also have Zabu at the same time. So you have that whole interaction for yourself to be able to maintain priority or to, actually take priority by having your bigger card inside of that Goose lane. Of course, you have Armor here. Armor is one of those cards also to offset Atuma, keep some of your bigger cards from being destroyed, being able to send a Void over and then Armor on that. You guys know if you're not facing a lot of Hela right now, you're probably facing a lot of Destroy, so having a counter tech to Destroy is something that's beneficial to have in this list, and Armor is fantastic because even a Killmonger can't hit, the 1-drops that you might have in a Destroy package inside of an Armor lane, opposed to this next card, Cosmo over here. Cosmo makes it so, on-reveal abilities do not happen. So Cosmo allows you to snipe Helas, snipe Destroy cards, protect yourself from Destroy cards being destroyed in that lane, protect some of your big cards as well, like your over 10 power cards from being Shang-Chi'd, allowing you to make sure your Sentry doesn't go off in case you don't have Annihilus as well. You're going to want to play this off of the lane you're going to be wanting to play Alioth on. The same thing with Goose and Armor. You're not going to be wanting to play these kind of on all 3 lanes. You don't want to play Goose, Cosmo, and Armor in that order, like lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, because then you can't get Alioth off because you can't use the on-reveal ability. You can't use, because Armor protects from being destroyed, and you can't play it on the Goose lane. But this is another tech card to help you offset any of these, a lot of on-reveal cards that are going out in the game right now. You have Atuma, another big card. The main power, and the main priority with this card here is to help you get your Scar discounted. 10 power is going to allow you to maintain priority or take over priority because, it's a 10-drop. Of course, it is in Shang-Chi range. So more than likely, you're going to want to play this in an Armor. Playing this in Armor, of course, makes it so you don't have to zero it beforehand. Other than that, you're going to want to zero this card because of its ability. If another card is here by the end of the turn, this card destroys. Of course, if you were to play this into like a Dream Dimension, or if you were to play this into like an Invisible Woman, that's an end game occurrence, so it's not end of turn, so Atuma would be alive. What's another card you're using in here to kind of maintain priority, take over priority, or just discount your Scar as well. Coal Obsidian, of course, another 10 power card. Another card that you're going to be wanting to play inside of an armor or a Cosmo or just in some sort of way so your opponent has to like take advantage and maybe even try and Shang-Chi this. A lot of these 10 drops you're going to be seeing, or 10 power cards you're seeing in this list, are to kind of divvy out where your opponent has to play, because they have to, you know, if you know Shang-Chi, like Shang-Chi brain is a huge thing in this game. People are going to be wanting to Shang-Chi just these 10 powered cards all time. So we have that. And then, of course, you're going to play it on your 1-drops. You can play it on your Hood. You can play it on the Demon. You can play it on Zero. It just allows you to have that, you know, ability to go vertical and, of course, discount your Scar as well. Sentry over here, we're talking about having the Annihilus package in this list. So, of course, you have Sentry in here. Sentry on reveal adds a Void over to the farthest right lane. You can only play him in the middle and then play him on the left. Another 10 power card that discounts your Scar. Another drop for your Annihilus. So you could turn 4 Sentry, turn 5 Annihilus, potentially throw that Void over to your opponent's lane, take priority, be able to Allieth the last turn. Another just great card to be able to discount your Scar. You could play it on your Cosmo, and then the Void doesn't appear, and it's also protected. You play it after 0, the Void also then doesn't appear, so you don't have to worry about getting that negative 10 powered Void over to your opponent's side, or that being on your side of the board, taking away from your priority. But you already know, with the Annihilus package, you don't see Sentry without Annihilus at this point, right? Annihilus, of course, on reveal, remove any cards that have less than 0 power over to your opponent's side of the board. If you get Black Widowed, if you have a Hood down, if you have the Void down, if you get hit by Hazmat on some rocks or something, Annihilus is just your best friend to kind of shoot those cards over to the other side. It is the primary great junk card at the moment. Another great card that allow you to either take over and have priority going into turn 6, or to be able to kind of flip the game a little bit. You can even play a Hood later on and get that negative 3 power over to your opponent's side. So then technically on that turn, you just played 9 power for 6, which isn't amazing. But Annihilus really helps you to kind of clog up these lanes. So Hela doesn't have a lot of spots to be able to spawn all these cards, because it is RNG dependent. She can't really, target where these cards are going to go. But that is, of course, the main usage for Annihilus. Of course, we have Allieth. Allieth over here is the, destroy all, be all card. You have to have priority for this card to work. So on reveal, destroy all unrevealed enemy cards here. So a lot of your main mechanics you're going to be using in this deck here is having priority for turn 6 to be able to play on a lane other than your Goose, your Cosmo, and your armor in order to destroy that entire lane. Limiting Hela, because of course, I don't know about you guys, but I play Hela all the freaking time. I see her every other game. So this is that one primary card that also helps you go and coincide with the Cosmo and the Goose as well. Of course, we have Scar here. So Scar costs 2 less for each 10 powered card you have on the board. So let's say you have a perfect, and I mean perfect hand. You could Zabu 2, turn 3 Cole, turn 4 Atuma, and turn 5 Sentry, and then you have a free Scar you can play with an Annihilus, or a free Scar you can play with Allieth. So a lot of the time you're going to be trying to get as much 10-powered cards on the board to discount your Scar, allowing you to be able to play other cards later on in the game to combo with Scar, or has him as a primary win con. He just works really, really well in this list. Of course, his counter is Mobius. Mobius. I haven't seen a lot of Mobius recently. Not saying he won't be coming back, especially with all sorts of other shenanigans we might have going into later this season and next season. But Scar is another just huge card you drop on the board to give you some more power to go vertical to kind of counter some of this Hela shenanigans, or just to have just power spread out everywhere. And of course, I will have the deck code below, right in the description of this video as well. But let's get into some gameplay. All right, we're heading into game number 1 with this list. This list does have a bit of a learning curve to it, knowing when to play certain cards in your combo in order to maximize value to help you, win your games and stuff. So that is definitely something to keep in mind with this list. It's playing your 10 drops at the right time and trying to make sure you have priority and everything set up in such a way as well. We're going to play Zabu on curve here. Probably Zabu and 0, or a Zabu and Sentry situation. Zabu on curve for him too. Okay, heard. And we have armor in this list. If I were to guess, this is some sort of like Darkhawk list. Just, I don't know. Off rip. It just feels like it. Just feels like it. Or Omega Red. That happens too. We don't have priority, so that's not great. We're going to do this and that. We don't have a Nihilist, so that's not good for us. Some value there. I'm going to go Armor, Goose, Hood. Because this could totally be like a Dr. Doom kind of play, and I don't really need a Dr. Doom on the right. Oh, Prof.
All systems go.
Okay, so no Prof. Heard. And then I just Alioth left here because I have priority. And we're chilling. Yeah, I think we're chilling here. I think we're just Alioth left. Alioth left with priority here. He has to get 16 power in the middle. So he's played Jeff and 2 other cards for that to really work for him. Oh, no. Oh, no. You hate to see it. That's why you have a Nihilist in this list. Not Nihilist, Alioth in this list. For that priority right there.
Victory.
So we completely got offset here on the right, not being able to do anything. But Alioth stonks, man. Let's go. All right, we are headed into game number 2 over here. I was thinking Shang-Chi was probably going to come down, and I think Shang-Chi was about to try and snipe our freaking sentry there. But since we had priority, Alioth things, you know. This is honestly really bad for us. Really, really bad. But let's see if we can make something out of it. Let's see if we can make something out of this. Some Goose shenanigans here on the left. Cole and Sentry getting hit and having no power is horrible. Horrible, bro. The Abby. So he moves Jeff over and plays another card here on the right, probably, if I were to guess. I do not like this. That was a horrible, horrible start to our hand. But let's see if we can make do with it. We're just going to play some alternate lines here. Oh, boy. What are we playing, Bluebird? X23 and Nico? Oh, we're going actually crazy out here. We're going actually kind of insane. I probably should armor a different location, but I don't really want to play against this Killmonger right there. Absorbing Man. Yeah, I don't want that. Do not want that. Oh my gosh. We have nothing. I need to, like, take priority here. The only thing I do is take priority in Alioth middle. That is all I can really do here. Because if not, we just lose. Oh my gosh. Do we just Alioth middle and we win? No. No, he moves Jeff right and we lose, right? He moves Jeff right and we lose? No way. No way we actually... I mean, no, I think we don't got this. We had too much here. Wow.
Victory.
That was... I told you, we just stick it out and you take priority with Alioth, and Alioth just does things, man. Alioth just does things. Let's go. That was a good game, too. I'm not entirely sure what list they were playing, but we're not going to knock it. All right, we're headed into game number 3. That was actually a really, really weird game. Like, in all seriousness, I don't know. Don't know about that one. We might actually be playing our boy Gato here. Not entirely sure, but it could be. It could be. But it's going to be fun. Okay. What are we working on over here? We got Vormir on curve. And our hand is looking pretty interesting. Dazzler. Okay. Valley of the Hand. I'm going to Cosmo right. And then I'm going to Sentry left, I guess. I guess the Sentry left, or if I Sentry middle, he's going to respawn on the right. So I am actually going to Sentry middle. It's going to sound crazy, okay? Totally sounds freaking crazy. And then we're going to Cole and Hood. Yeah, or actually, let's Cole. Our Hood and Cole here on the left. Sentry respawns on the right. Okay, Nico, Squirrel Girl, Black Swan. And then I'm going to... He has like a bunch of stuff you can do here, actually. None of this moves. So I could do this and move all those over, or no, I think we demon and we annihilist left in the middle here. Wait, hold on. Is that Ultron? Oh, we cooked. Oh, we actually freaking cooked. Let's go. That's why we do it. See, like, you just put your Hood on top of the Cole there just to allow him to play there. But, hey, we'll take it. We will freaking take it, bro. All right, that was a good game for game number 3. Now we're heading to game number 4 over here. Let's see what we're working with. We got a Professor X Enjoyer. Okay. This could get a little interesting. Having the Nor dimension here kind of could clog our hand, but I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be totally all right here. Totally all right. We're looking at some good stuff here. Miss Marvel, Jin. Yo, we actually kept a lot of our good stuff here. So I'm thinking we're running some sort of Zabu list. I'm going to armor here and probably Cosmo on the right. Armor. Then Cosmo right. Yeah, Cosmo right. We do have Sentry, Cole, and Zero here. And some priority. I like this. No Annihilus, so this does get a little interesting. I think it's just a Cole left. Cole, Iron Lad, hits Nebula and a Jin. Okay. What do we get? We do have a Tuma. I could go a Tuma, or I could go Jin. Go Jin, Zero, Atuma. And then I have another Jin to kind of play here. Oh, he's loading middle. Holy smokes, homie is going crazy out here. What is this? Prof? Nebula? And a Jin? Okay, I still have priority here too. It's just always Eliath, Demon, Jin right. It's just Eliath left. That's always the case here. And we should be just chilling. Yeah. You hate to see it. We just weren't wanting to boomer snap there because we wanted to get the full 2 cubes. But yeah, there's no way he's offsetting 20 power there on the right.